Right guys, what is going on? BusterBarnes here, bringing you my preview of Game Week 10 in Fantasy Premier League. In this video I'll obviously be going through a little quick recap of how I did last week, showing you guys the changes I have made, if any, going into Game Week 10. Plus I'll also be breaking down 3 different fixtures that you guys can be looking at when you are thinking of who to bring in or sell for your teams heading into the new game week. This video should come up about 2-ish hours before the deadline, so it should still give you guys time to tinker with your teams, especially if you're using a wildcard. So do let me know in the comment section below if you're using your wildcards, what changes you're planning on or have already made. And as always, do leave a like on this video if you enjoy these previews and subscribe for more Fantasy Premier League content. But with that said, let's take a little quick look, a little debrief of how my team did in Game Week 9. Okay, so as you can see, 74 points. It was above the average, and it was a bit of consistency. The third week in a row, I've got a green arrow, which is nice. We are ranked in the top, basically 120,000th place in the whole overall table, which is really nice to see. Some good returns. Obviously, Lamptey picking up the red card. He was actually on my bench, but got subbed on for Zaha, who will also not be playing this week as he did test positive for COVID. But some good returns: Son, Calvert-Lewin, Fernandes, Robertson. Fernandes being the good payoff of me taking out Salah for him. I was thinking of whether I should be bringing Salah back and doing just a straight swap back to him, but I guess we'll see what happened. Chilwell getting a good return as well. A few blanks here and there. Maybe Ziyech's a bit disappointing, but besides that, a pretty decent showing from my team, and hopefully something we can build on going on to this week. Okay, so if we look at my team, I have in fact made one change. Was thinking about actually making 2, but I think I'm just going to stick with the one. As you can see, Lamptey has had to go to the bench as he will not be playing. I was thinking about maybe taking him out for Manchester City defender, but I'm just so uncertain about Manchester City's team, especially in this more clustered period of the league. You know, who'll be playing in the league, who'll be playing in the Champions League, I don't know, because if I brought in a defender it would be Cancelo, but with Mendy coming back to fitness, how will they rotate? I'm not too sure. So I guess I'm more sort of waiting a bit. Maybe I'll see this week who sort of plays and maybe grasp a better idea of that. But I've also got Mitchell starting in defence now. He didn't start Palace's last game and he might still not start for them. However, if he doesn't play, hopefully Kilman will against Arsenal. Obviously, though, Newcastle at home is a better fixture, so that's why I've got Mitchell there, hoping that he makes a start, but who knows there. Robertson staying in my team against Brighton away. Brighton maybe not going to be as dangerous without Lamptey, so that could be good for Liverpool. Martinez is in goal against West Ham. He's my set and forget keeper. Going into midfield, we do have Ziyech, who and I mean we've got Chilwell as well, both against Tottenham. This fixture, in my opinion, could go any way pretty much. It could be a 1-0 to either team. It could be higher scoring. I honestly don't know. So it's more just hopeful at this point, but I'm not necessarily expecting a clean sheet, and I mean, with Son and Kane, I guess FPL-wise, I'd rather more of a higher scoring game, but obviously as a Chelsea fan, I'd much rather beat Tottenham in more of a clean sheet sort of dominant fashion. So yeah, hopefully Ziyech can get on the board. Sort of hoping that Son and Kane don't. I mean, I've pretty much only got them in my team because everyone has them, so if they do return big, it won't really affect things that much unless people have captained them, which in this week, not sure how many captains they will have. So hopefully they do rubbish. I don't mind too much about them. But yeah, Grealish against West Ham could hopefully do something there. Fernandes against Southampton away, maybe a potential captain option. Jota away at Brighton. A bit of a risk. Jota did not start in the Champions League, so I'm thinking maybe he'll start against Brighton, but Firmino also got rested, so I'm wondering if Liverpool will do their classic 4-2-3-1, because I can't see Mane or Salah being dropped, so really I think I am more hoping for Jota to start this game in that 4-2-3-1, although maybe Mane will be in for a rest, so who knows, I'm not too sure. Going into my strike force, obviously Kane, and I have Calvert-Lewin, who I have captained. I don't think I'm going to change it, however I might regret that. Everton do look a lot better with Richarlison back in the team, who was obviously setting up Calvert-Lewin for some goals. Leeds at home, whilst they do look good, they maybe don't look the best defensively, so maybe it could be a chance for Everton to get, maybe 1 or 2 goals, Calvert-Lewin to get a return. So I think he's my sort of safe option. Not really feeling too confident in really anyone. This could be a week where maybe we see a red arrow, but fingers crossed that that doesn't happen. Obviously, Kilman's there ready to come off the bench. If Mitchell doesn't play, probably won't have to see Brewster and Lamptey. I think Brighton's next fixture is Southampton, so probably we'll keep him for another 2 weeks at least. But if I do go into the fixtures coming up this season and who you should probably be looking at, obviously Manchester City assets. Burnley have not been good. They did get a win in their last game out, but still, Man City, this is usually the type of game where at home at the Etihad, Man City will beat a team like 4 or 5-0, so I am a bit scared not having a Manchester City player. However, I do think that not a lot of people have them. There is De Bruyne, but I don't know how many people have brought him in yet. I was tempted by a defender, but like I said, unless it's Laporte or Walker, there's maybe a bit of uncertainty about who's going to play. I could maybe splash the extra cash on Walker, but his attacking returns maybe don't seem as forefront as Cancelo. So I don't know. I could still make the change, but I'm not 100% certain, to be honest. By the way, if you look at the screen, actually, I don't know if you can see it. You actually can. Squad value 101.5 million in the bank. 2.6 million, so that's pretty good. Over 104 million we have in funds, so shows them how decent this team has been in terms of value being risen. But yeah, that Man City v Burnley fixture is one that I would be looking at. I'd also be looking at maybe Leicester versus Fulham as well. Fulham look better, but maybe not defensively, so maybe your Maddison, maybe your Vardy, players like that could be getting some returns here. They obviously seem to like to win some pens as well. If I had to pick a final fixtures, maybe one or two I could pick. I think I will just go with probably, I think I'm going to go with Everton versus Leeds, just because I was thinking Liverpool v Brighton, but I'm going with Everton versus Leeds because I do think it's at home and Leeds' defence isn't the best. I do think Everton just look like a whole different beast with Richarlison back in the team. So that is going to be my breakdown of those fixtures, guys. This is going to be the team that I will be using. Don't think anything will change. Like I said, let me know in the comments below who you are thinking of bringing in or who you have thought of bringing in. If you have any tips for me also, that would be appreciated. And as always, guys, do make sure to leave a like and to subscribe for more FPL content. Also bring you general football content and FIFA 21 content as well. So if you're interested in any of that, stay tuned. My review of this game week will come out once it is all over as well. So do stay tuned for that one. Hope you all have a nice day and I'll see you next time.